Hi everyone, my name is Craig, and today we are taking a look at the Commuter mini speaker from Kove Audio. Last year, Kove sent me a few of their products for review, and they loved the support that my network brought in. They decided to send me this speaker for review because of the great reception last year. Full disclosure, Kove sent me this unit to review, but they will not be seeing this video before I post it, and they paid me nothing to do the review. If you decide you want to purchase this speaker, you can use the promo code Craig_mini for 67% off at checkout, and I'll get a small portion of that sale and it'll go to help support this channel. So again, if you decide the mini commuter is right for you, use Craig_mini for that discount. And that code should also work store-wide for any product that Kove is currently offering. Okay, let's dive into the review. First things first, let's talk about the build and the design. And we're gonna spend a few minutes here because there's a lot to talk about. Size comes in right around 4 inches tall and 3¼ inches wide. For a frame of reference, that is shorter than a standard can of soda, but a little bit wider as well. It feels pretty lightweight, and as I compare it to my wife's iPhone 12 Pro Max, they feel about the same weight, so this definitely will not create an inconvenience in weight or size when throwing it in a travel bag, a backpack, a car, or storing it on a studio shelf or desk. On the speaker, you get USB-C charging, which is going to align more nicely with most people's devices. Most Android phones have moved to the USB-C port, and most laptops, tablets, and even most Apple devices seem to be moving towards the USB-C port as technology advances. In the box, you're going to get an included USB-A to USB-C cable for charging. And on the Mini, we also get a standard 3.5mm aux jack, so you can plug in an aux cable from your computer or mobile device to play music. Additionally, we get a micro USB card slot, which I honestly find kind of strange. I probably will never use this feature, but I suppose I could see a use case for it if you wanted to make this unit completely self-sufficient. You could load up a playlist to the SD card, throw that in the Mini, and not have to rely on any other device for your music needs while away from your phone or Wi-Fi or internet, etc. This just isn't a feature I think myself that I would use very often. Other design features include a built-in shoestring lanyard for carrying, as well as an included carabiner clip for a more secure attachment to bags and straps when going mobile. I love that they actually included this clip in the box, and then you don't have to buy one. The unit also features a responsive LED light that responds to the beat of the music or the voice of podcasts or videos, which I really enjoy and I think is pretty neat. However, as far as I can tell, there is no way to turn the LED light off. And I know some of you were asking about that during the Commuter 2 review, and so that's just something to consider. I don't see a way that you can turn off the LED light on the Mini Commuter. Okay, next up is connectivity. With the Mini, we get Bluetooth 5.0, which we have seen for most of Kove's recent product releases, and I've had zero problems with connectivity. My phone remembers the Mini as a device every time I power on the speaker, and it just automatically connects to my phone. I've had no issues connecting to other devices such as my wife's phone, my iPad, and my MacBook Pro. The Mini also performed flawlessly when doing a shared listening session with my wife on Spotify, with both of us having control over the speaker from our mobile device, which was really neat. As far as range, I was able to get coverage all over my 2-story home without dropping signal, which feels pretty solid. So far, in my experience, I've had zero problems with connectivity issues, but if you experience problems connecting your device, let me know in the comments below and I can help troubleshoot some of your problems with you in the comment section. Additionally, there's a super cool feature about the Mini Commuter, which is that it can connect to another Mini Commuter simultaneously. So you simply power on both speakers at the same time. You hold the play button for 2 seconds each until they enter TWS, which is True Wireless Stereo mode. And then you'll be able to play back audio on 2 speakers at once. Directions for this function are also available in the user manual or online at Kove's website. Okay, next is sound quality. Bottom line, the speaker sounds pretty good. About what I would expect from a speaker at this price range. When testing audio equipment, I always start with some of my favorite albums, and the Mini Commuter performed pretty well in most of the circumstances that I threw at it. The high end and the mid-range frequencies come through really nicely, which make for listening to melodies, vocals, podcast listening, and phone calls really clean. But there is not a ton of bass. If you are someone who loves bass, this isn't the speaker for you. In short, I think it's it's not the greatest sounding speaker I've ever used, or even the best sounding speaker that Kove personally makes, but that is not the point of the Commuter Mini. You are trading a little bit of sound quality for top of the line portability and convenience. And that seems to be why they made this speaker in the first place. There's a large market for casual audio listeners with modest needs who this will perform perfectly for. And if that's you, this might be the right fit for you. A note, when taking phone calls, the microphone is actually located in the speaker. So when you answer the phone, you basically need to use the unit as the mic and have it super close to your mouth or maybe a foot away when using it for taking phone calls. I tried to take a call about 3 feet away from the speaker, which didn't seem that far to me, but the Mini could hardly pick up my voice. So keep that in mind when taking phone calls. Okay, volume output and battery life. Volume output seems pretty impressive for the size. And keep in mind, you have a speaker that is the size of a can of soda, so you gotta have a little grace there. But it's definitely loud enough for filling a single room, and my wife actually thought it was actually too loud for a single room, so take that for what it's worth. And remember, when also pairing it to another Mini, if you buy 2 of these, you get double the output. So if you want to buy the speaker for you and someone else in your house, you can always pair these speakers together and you get double the sound output. Okay, also, everyone always asks me to play audio from the speakers in these reviews. I just never do it because it's a poor representation of what the speaker actually sounds like. But for those of you who will inevitably ask me why I didn't play the sound, here is that sound test. Okay, battery life seems to be pretty decent. I've used the Mini for over 3 hours on a single charge, and that's just about all I needed before like recharging overnight. So I would anticipate you get anywhere from like 5 to 6 hours of runtime. They claim on their website you get about 7 hours, so we'll see about that. I'm not sure. But so far, 3-4 hours on a single charge seems to be fair for the size. Okay, final thoughts. I'm honestly really impressed with this little speaker. It is a simple, user-friendly, good-sounding speaker with a reliable connection. And that is about all you can ask for a unit like this. Again, if you decide the Mini Commuter is right for you or someone you love, you can use Craig_Mini to get 67% off at checkout. And that code should also work store-wide again. So for any product that Kove is currently offering, you can use Craig_Mini to get that discount code. Awesome. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Much love.